Time we're all watching you.
Oh, that's pretty common here.
See how efficient he is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Show us the eye.
Technology is always interesting.
Sure, when it works, it's great. When it doesn't,
So it's looking there.
Wait for technology. Good, thank you. Good evening and welcome to tonight's Common Council meeting for September 9th, 2025. Clerk will call the roll, please.
Sandy.
Here.
Mattsdorf.
Here.
Penkwitz.
Here.
Tauschek.
here.
Herman.
Here.
Binder.
Here.
Gilson.
Let the record show we have them quorum. Next is the pledge. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. The chair will entertain a motion.
Motion approved.
Second the motion.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion? Clerk will call the roll, please.
Herman.
Yes.
Mattsdorf.
Yes.
Binder.
Yes.
Penkwitz.
Yes.
Gilson.
Yes.
Sandy.
Yes.
Tauschek.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is the audience portion where we ask people to be signed in and recognized by the chair. This evening we have a couple people that signed in. The first one is John Nelson. John.
Hello, everybody. Nice to
Good
see your
evening.
smiling faces again. I'm here to announce that at the Sugar Shack in City Park, we're gonna start offering service to press apples, make apple cider in the shack. We bought a new press and we're encouraging residents to bring their apples in there and they can grind them and press them and make cider. Just thought it was another unique touch to the city of Plymouth, and hopefully we'll get participation in that. We got some dates set up. This Saturday, September 13th, from 10 to 2, it'll be open. Next Wednesday, from the 17th, from 4 to 7. Saturday the 27th, that's Palooza, and we're gonna be open from 10 till 4 to press apples and do demonstrations for people. Saturday's October 4th from 10 to 2, Wednesday, October 15th from 4 to 7. And even if you don't have apples in your own yard, you can purchase them pretty cheaply for juicing at like Log Cabin Orchard on E. And he has a stand at the farmer's market. You could talk to him about getting apples to bring in there to press. You can also press grapes too, so that's kind of a unique thing. But I always was kind of frustrated when I go down to the shop and see all these apples just being dumped in the waste, and thought, well, there's another way you could use a resource wisely. So if you don't have apples, or you know somebody that does, please have them get a hold of me. My number is 980-2539. And again, it's good to see you guys. I miss you all.
Thank you, John. Next person that signed up is Kelly Ron. Did I say that right, Kelly?
Yes, sir. We are asking permission from the city to have some barricades for trunk or treat. The south driveway of Stayer Park, and it's just for the safety of the kids, so nobody can drive in while the vehicles are decorated and handing out candy. I think we only need one barricade.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate people coming in and talking to the council and asking us or telling us what's going on in the community. Moving on to item 5, no items were removed from the consent agenda. Moving on to item 6, old business. Possible appointment and swearing in of new District 1 alderperson. I'll ask City Administrator Tim Blakely for an opening comment on the selection process. Tim.
Sure. So an alderperson vacancy exists in District 1 due to the resignation of Alderperson Greg Hildebrand, who stepped down as of September 1st. So again, at the last meeting, alderperson applicants gave a presentation to council. The applicants are in attendance here tonight. So at the meeting tonight, the Common Council may make a motion to select one of those applicants. The Common Council could also leave the position vacant. If an appointment is made, the selected candidate would be sworn in as an alderperson immediately and then join the Common Council for the rest of the meeting. This appointment will expire in April 2026. The selected applicants would then be able to seek that position in 2026 by circulating nomination papers and running for election in the spring. So, Mayor, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you very much. I've talked with both of the interested parties prior to tonight's meeting, and they're aware of the fact that the council will select a applicant to fill the seat tonight. So with that, the chair will entertain a nomination.
Mayor,
Alderperson Angie.
I would like to move to select Dana Pittner-Hockey to be sworn in for District 1 alderperson.
I'll second.
We have a first and a second for candidate Hockey. Did I say that right? Hockey, thank you. Do we have any other applicants, nominations? Do we have any other?
Your Honor, I'd like to nominate Tyler Rezicek.
We have a nomination for Tyler Rezicek. Do we have a second? Not hearing a second, we will not accept the first. Do we have any other nominations? Obviously, that's not going to happen because we already have 2. Cheryl,
Mayor, I think we have a first and a second. I think at this point it would be a roll call vote. Is that
I was
correct?
just gonna say a roll call. But we could have discussion amongst the
Correct,
council
yes.
members on the first and second. So the chair will allow discussion amongst the council members on the first and second of hockey.
And
See it-
Mayor, I think we should make a clarification that the first and the second were moving to appoint. And so I would consider this as, we have a motion and a second that is currently pending before the council for the appointment of an older person.
Correct. Clerk will call the roll on the appointment as stated.
Sandy,
No.
Pankwitz,
Yes.
Matsdorf,
Yes.
Tauschek,
Yes.
Gilson,
Yes.
Binder,
Yes.
Herman.
Abstain.
And the tally is?
5 yeses, 1 no, 1 abstain.
Majority would rule,
It's a majority vote.
and we have a new alderperson, alderperson hockey. Welcome, thank you. Come up and join us, please. And before we do that, we'll have a swearing in. So you can do that down front. Right down in front there.
I, and state your name, do solemnly swear
I, Dana Pitter-Hockey, solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin,
and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin,
and faithfully discharge the duties of District 1 Alderperson
and faithfully discharge the ability of District 1 Alderperson
of the City of Plymouth to the best of my ability.
in the city of Plymouth to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
We'll ask you to come up on this side. It's a little less
Justin?
moving around.
Look out for the radiator.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome to the council. Here's the packet for tonight. The rest of this is, Tim will go over
Okay.
with you later on.
Sounds good.
Thank you very much. And with that, we'll move on to item 7, a proclamation recognition of Constitution Week in the city of Plymouth, September 17th to the 23rd. And let me find my proclamation. Thank you. Proclamation, City of Plymouth, whereas September 17th, 2025 marks the 238th anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America by the Constitutional Convention, and whereas it is fitting and proper to accord official recognition of this magnificent document and its memorable anniversary, and to the patriotic celebrations which will commence in, and whereas Public Law 915 guarantees the issuing of a proclamation each year by the President of the United States of America, designation September 17th through the 23rd as Constitution Week. And now therefore be it resolved that I, Mayor Don Pullman, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the city of Plymouth, Wisconsin, do hereby proclaim the week of September 17th to the 23rd as Constitution Week, and ask our citizens to reaffirm the ideals of the framers of the Constitution had 1787 by vigilantly protecting the freedoms guaranteed to us through the guardian of our liberties. With that, The chair will entertain a motion to approve the proclamation as read.
I'll make a motion to approve the proclamation.
Second.
We have the first and the second. We do have this evening representatives from Constitution Week, and the chair will, let's do this first. We got to say cheese.
Good question.
And with that, we had a first and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. If you want, you may say a few words and make it short and sweet.
I
So,
will.
thank you very much. If you want to, you can come up to the podium, or you can do it right there.
I can do it right here, Mayor, and I will be happy to stand next to you. My name is Mitzi Schwartfigger. I am the regent of the Plymouth chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. Our mission is to promote in the communities patriotism, historic preservation, and education. And we are pleased to be able to have several events celebrating Constitution Week. We will be putting up a billboard at Veterans Park saying this is Constitution Week. We will be having a Children's Constitution Week story hour at the library on Wednesday. And we will be ringing bells, and we will have posters and table tents in our local businesses. So it's the 38th anniversary. And James Madison worked very hard on drafting this, and I believe that this is very important that we remember the Constitution because this is the framework of our government. And I thank you very much for your proclamation.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Moving on to item 8, new business announcement of Plymouth City Park open house on Wednesday, September 24th from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. in the Fire Department Training Room Center. That's on the lower parking lot off of Caroline Street, thank you. And we encourage the public to come and learn about the open house and what we have proposal. Moving on to item B, update on city utility information technology. We ask our IT manager, Dave Augustin, to give us a brief summary. Dave.
Okay. Hello, council. It's been a year, maybe, like that. It's been a while since we've been in front of you. So we thought we'd give you an update of what we've been up to from a technology standpoint this past year. So, major project accomplishments that we did in 25 this year is we've upgraded our virtual server hardware, our servers, and then our space where we keep them. We've upgraded our rack space and organized a little bit better, so it's easier to manage. We've increased performance and storage, throughput, as well as redundancy. We always continue as every year, our computer replacements, and one unique thing this year is Windows 10, as of October, is no longer supported by Microsoft, so I've been working on eliminating our Windows 10 computers. And we're in really good shape. We'll have a few left in our squad cars, which are budgeted for next year to get them. Windows 10 coming out of support life, that doesn't mean a computer running Windows 10 is going to magically stop working. It will continue to run, it will continue to function, it will continue to work. The big difference is Microsoft won't be doing any development with Windows 10 or putting in any updates on for it. So that's the only major thing with it. But our computers, except for a couple squad car ones, we're in good shape, we'll be ready to go. So, down at the Aquatic Center, worked with Kathy Austin. With our fiber we put in put in a new POS system and the hardware to help manage the flow through customers, fiber, and then also putting in cameras in the utility room so it's easier for the streets department to watch the gauges and what's all going on in the control room. Instead of having to be there, they can look on their phones, look on the cameras, and make sure everything's running smoothly. So we did all that. GIS, we've made some great progress in the water department. We've done quite a few locates on the assets with the curb boxes. We've purchased an additional location device, so now we have 2 of them where they can go out into the field and better locate their devices out on the map, so it's better to manage, easier to manage and locate. Also, working with police department, we've added some public site maps. We did, as well as working with the assistant director, city administrator, Jack Johnson, on some public sites they put out as well. Where all the projects you can put out is one of the big ones that you saw of what he demonstrated, so we've been making some great progress in the GIS arena. The big one, Office 365 migration, we are complete. We are all up in the cloud on Microsoft for email or SharePoint, the Plymouth Intranet, which we'll show you a little bit, as well as our integrated workflows, Microsoft Teams. We've gotten away from WebEx, so we're now on Teams. We've got the OWL to work with Teams. As you saw, we're still fine-tuning multi-factor authentication, which you saw earlier. So we're still working on perfecting that. So fear not that Christmas, it's coming. So, as far as that goes, but a lot of the policies we're still tweaking through, so it isn't so hard to get authenticated. So it is coming. So we've also did a major upgrade of our mobile fleet access, especially in the utilities area. We put modems in the electric and water trucks, and we've increased the use of tablets so out in the field they can get at the information quicker. Project work, messaging, getting at their applications in the field rather than writing notes down or whatever and then coming back. So we're starting to do that more. And as a coupling with the GIS, they can do their locates and everything right in the field. So, worked with HR, my pay online got off the ground, so we can now check pay stubs and everything with my pay online. So, who's HR working with me on that? So that went really well. As well as we're expanding our what we call our Plymouth Incident Management System, what we call PIMS, which I'll give a little demo on that. And that's basically the system that the public, constituents, customers of utilities, whatever, can use to submit non-emergency type issues through our website, and it goes to the departments for notifications. And then we can respond back. I'll give a little demo on that in a little bit. So those are the major accomplishments we did in 2025. We look at the capital budget. Basically, I know it's kind of small, but basically we were budgeted for about 120,000, and we wound up spending only about 95,000. And 2 of the areas where we really saved is some servers we were going to purchase, but we were able to repurpose equipment that we replaced that I could backfill in other areas, so I didn't have to go out and buy new equipment. That was $14,000 right there that we saved. So we didn't spend, even though we budgeted for it. So it came well under our capital budget of what we spent for 25. Objectives for 26. We're going to be getting a copy machine for police department, what I call printer consolidation. We're going to take 3, maybe 4 of their printers and consolidate them into one copy machine instead, which would be more economical to run instead of running individual printers that eat you alive in toner and everything. We're going to run through a copy machine in the hallway, which is more efficient, more economical to run. We have slated cameras at the Evergreen Golf Course because now we have fiber there as well. Common Council here, we're going to be doing an AV upgrade here in the chamber, different TVs. We're going to get rid of the projector, clean up the wiring, so we have that as a project as well slated. Clean that all up. Computer replacements, as always, I've started to budget now 5 replacements a year each 5 for city, 5 for utilities, and through that schedule we keep that up. we'll keep our computer fleet new, updated, not falling behind, and it's a pretty good schedule that it's starting to go on. Instead of taking a big hit all at once, we just do a chunk at a time. So, the R&I system, that's with our meters for the utilities, we take on our own data to manage it internally through notifications, so that's a big project we're undertaking. Tim, I don't know if you want to speak any more on that a little bit or not?
No, I would say we'll probably have a presentation with council in the next 2-3 months on the RFI system. Very excited where that's going.
We're going to continue to expand, field unit access with tablets out in the field for utilities. Maybe even DPW, I know I gave them some tablets so they can start to do some working on that, as well as coupling it with our GIS system use. We want to keep expanding on that. There's that 3-letter word again, MFA, multi-factor authentication. I'm working on evaluating device-type multi-factor authentication, which is basically with our network. Plug a computer in our network. It doesn't mean you're going to get to every server or whatever. We want to have it granular enough to possibly log on to take you to the next level to get at your drives, servers, and whichever. If it gets that granular and requirements get that stiff, I'm going to be ahead of the curve on that. So I'm going to explore that as well. I'm testing it right now, and I may have a couple other volunteers maybe to test it with me, see how it works. So far it's good. Our Microsoft 365 investment, I want to continue to leverage that and integrate it with our workflows, since I believe in using what we pay for and using it to the max of what we can. Also working on replacing our legacy, what we call POTS lines, with a cellular solution. POTS lines are basically what they call plain old telephone system lines. It's getting harder and harder to run the copper regular lines to some of our locations because the carriers just aren't supporting them anymore. And we did down at the Aquatic Center just to run POTS lines down there through Spectrum, and it was like you wanted 60 grand, and I'm like, I don't think so. So I've come up with other solutions that we can do. So we can, in those cases, we've extended our phone systems down there, but we still need to be able to dial 911. And then when you dial 911, it goes through that local line, so that way it gives emergency services the correct location of where they need to report to for problems. So we're working on that, as well as maybe this year yet, but otherwise next year, we're scheduled for a website facelift upgrade to their new platform and Civic Plus. When we originally purchased our website, it was through Municode, and then Civic Plus purchased Municode, so they're migrating our website to their platform. So it'll be a little bit of rebranding and some training on that, as well as some functionality will change, so stay tuned on that. So that's for 26. And then our budget is just a little over 40,000 for capital, so a lot less requesting for capital this coming year for IT projects. A lot of our infrastructure, our hardware, and our systems are up to date and are kept up to date through a routine facelift, so to speak. So our capital outlay is a lot less now because we've worked the last few years to really work hard to get everything updated and current. So it's working around really well. So, any questions before we get into the PIMS demo that you may have?
Go ahead.
Yeah, does the city do much with outdoor cameras for security around? I don't know where they are, if you do, but.
We have outdoor cameras.
We don't want to tell you where they are.
We're watching you.
Secret, yeah. We have outdoor cameras around the utilities facility. We have them around the city hall facility and then down at the city garage. Is where we have outdoor cameras. Right now. That's where we have our infrastructure.
Any other questions? Okay,
Okay.
keep going, thank you.
Sure. Okay. First of all, just to give you an idea, with going to SharePoint in our Office 365, one thing we've done is have like internal websites where staff can get at what they need, selection of tools of coming through a browser-based thing so we can get at that. Some key points is like MyPay Online, ES Online Sheets, budgeting. We'll get to the PIMS reporting in a little bit. So this is a suite of tools that we can have right through a web browser, so to speak. And it's kind of nice because it gives it all a nice central spot. So we go into the incident management system. There's a couple different ways we can get at it. One way is people can come to our website, go to resources, and then go to submit non-emergency type issues. So when they come to that, it's going to hit our site. Just going to come up. There it is. So what they'll be able to do is we can set up certain departments. Right now we have it set up for building inspection and zoning, electric department, IT, and utility billing. Those are what we have it set up for now. We can set it up for any department we want, and I can have the department up and running in less than 5 minutes. It's just a matter of entering the department, the contact information, who's the contact, and we had some categories and some subtasks as well if we want. So let's just say I'm going to put IT. Category, we can either do as a website or other. We want to keep the categories as basic as possible, but yet give enough to help classify for sorting and organizing the information. So let's just do website. And then they come up with a certain issue. Again, it's an application, a broken link, whatever they want. They can then type in what their issue is. They can come down. Now in this case, the issue location, if they're reporting something, it could be a location on the website, it could be an address, it could be wherever, depending upon what they are reporting. But so it's just a matter of what is it they want to do. In the case, what's the closest intersection if it's a physical location of property or something? Are there any identifications and markings? What's your contact information? So they can put in their contact information, a phone number, what their email is, and then here they can go, what is their preference? Email or the phone, because what that'll do, if they go, I want to reply, based on what they put in, and they submit it, let's just say an email, our system will then, once they hit submit, it'll automatically turn around and send them an automated email back. And then whoever handles the issue, which we'll get into the list later, if they do any updates or whatever, and mark it as complete, they'll get notified as well. So it's kind of a customer communication type automated system to help instead of, help eliminate phone calls or whatever, to more streamlined, as well as keeping things from slipping through the cracks. So this is what the public would see. And what we're going to do is, on our site here, and this is internal for the PIMS reporting, and I've been working a lot with the electric department and the finance department to get it going. So where it really came about is when, street lights and outages like that, so we started with Ryan's group, the electric department. Here it is. So it comes up with all of them, but we have a list where we can really trim down what it is you're searching for. So if it's a certain department, you can go, okay, let's say I'm the electric department. And I only want the open ones. So solve is false. Do a search, and then here are all the open ones that they can then look at and see of what to work on. So you can see a lot of it is street lights, street lights, street lights. So when people report in, Ryan is the default contact, so he gets notified for that department that it comes in through. So then he gets notification, he can look at it, and then he can sign his staff to it, or whoever's going to work on it. They come in, mark it as complete, he marks it as complete. The solution goes right back to the person who reported it if they want a notification. And we can do this for pretty much any department we want or however we want to do it. Whoever wants to get on board in the city for whichever department control. But this is what we started to do right now. And the last one, or the latest one we put on is with Jack.
Property maintenance.
Property maintenance. Because they were looking for something and we had this in place already, so it just popped right in. But we wanted to give you guys a look at this, so if, say you're walking down the street or somewhere and a constituent comes up to you and say, hey, you can go right to our website. If you want, you can submit something. And then we can get at it that way. And this is a nice working list, a work list, and then you can sort it by department or choose whatever department you want so things don't, like I said, don't fall through the cracks and get away on us. So, unless there's any other questions, it's my presentation.
Response rate, what's expected?
You're talking about to repair these? whatever. I mean, in general, are we at least acknowledging the people that are putting them in within an hour, 5 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours?
What happens right now is if, through the automated system part, when they submit something and they want a response back, I have a job that runs every 10 minutes. So they will get at least acknowledgement that, hey, we have your issue, we received it, it's in our system, and that's at least minimum every 10 minutes.
Okay.
So once it goes, and then at the same time when that job fires off, who's ever the main contact of that department gets notified at the same time.
Okay.
Then it falls on to who's ever in charge of that department for those issues to follow up and, you know, based on what it is that they can respond to.
Based on what it is and priority and
Correct.
whatever workload
Correct.
they're already on.
Correct.
And then it's a matter of getting through the checklist.
Correct.
And then when they finish it, as you said, and they mark it solved, then that automatic response goes back
Yep.
to the original person that filed the
Yep.
issue.
That same process I have
Okay.
that runs every 5 to 10 minutes. If it's marked as complete, it'll go, oh, it's marked as complete, I need to send this person an update. If they so choose that they want one.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a way to keep the
Excellent.
communication going and the interaction.
Can you put like an other department and then from there see if they're getting repeated hits to make an actual listing, something that Anna could monitor or something?
Sure, we could put another department, we just have to then define who's gonna monitor that other department,
But
whether
then
it's a city
you can
clerk.
see
but
if
yeah.
it needs its own bucket.
Yeah, we could do something like that, and then we can further then divide, absolutely. Yeah,
Excellent.
the system is flexible enough, we can do that.
It'll take a little practice to get it into synchronized mode, but exciting.
Yeah, a lot of communities are going this way. Just gives them, people another way to get in, you know, instead of trying to call somebody on the phone and what call tree do you hit or do whatever, they can find the best thing and submit it. So,
Hey Dave,
yes,
does this work on phone too? Will you be able to do this on
yeah,
phone?
if they hit the website, do whatever, it'll automatically format it to the phone.
You will, okay.
Yeah. Yep. In
Good.
fact, that was one of the challenging things, like a lot of our apps is, when we first started out, is, well, it's working, but you had to take into account people are using tablets and phones and not computer screens. So we had to kind of rethink the way we have the screens laid out. But it auto formats pretty well. So that's my
Super.
story, and I'm sticking to it for 2025.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. Looking forward to what you're doing in '26. Yeah,
Okay.
get it fully implemented.
Sure.
Super. Thank you very much. Moving on to item 9, resolution number 11, resolution amending the City of Plymouth zoning and subdivision fee schedule. We have with us Jack Johnston,
Mayor, I'm
Assistant.
gonna take that one tonight.
Oh, I didn't even look to
Sorry.
see if Jack was
Yep.
here. Thank you.
No, I'm gonna
Okay.
help- I'm gonna help Jack out on this one tonight.
Earlier today, he said he was gonna do it,
Yeah.
so I didn't even pay any attention. Thank you. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, so tonight is an update to the zoning fee schedule. So this was last updated in 2020. The city recently passed an updated zoning code change related to non-conforming structured and substandard lots. So we have incorporated that fee schedule as part of that as a $65 fee. We did make some other tweaks to the fee schedule as you're looking through, just highlighting that a concept plan before plan commission is no charge. We found a fee that was unlisted in our code, and that's a classification of unlisted uses as determined by plan commission. That's something if someone comes up with a really unique idea and it doesn't really fit into one zoning bucket, we can work with Attorney Fieber and the Plan Commission to really determine where that should go. There was no fee on that, but certainly attorney time and staff time would be involved, so we have updated that, included in the code. We have included a note in a subsection saying that the city may impose additional costs to cover review by professional engineers, legal advisors, or others. We have removed the temporary sign permit fee. That's a relic from another older schedule of fees. We have clarified that amendments to the zoning petition are for rezoning petitions. We have removed a few other items that are in the building fee schedule, so they're not in two different places as well, related to temporary occupancy certificate and certificate of occupancy. So this went to Plan Commission on September 4th, 2025. The Plan Commission did unanimously recommend the updated fee schedule be approved as presented. Happy to answer any questions. Staff recommends that council approve resolution 2025-11 as presented.
Thank you. Chair will entertain a motion so we can discuss on resolution number 11 as presented.
I'll move approval of the zoning and subdivision fee schedule.
I'll second this motion.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion? Clerk will call the roll, please.
Gilson,
Yes.
Sandy,
Yes.
Tauschek,
Yes.
Pittner Hockey,
Yes.
Mattsdorf,
Yes.
Binder,
Yes.
Penkwitz.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. The following will go into closed session. We'll ask to clear the room. When we come out, we will have one vote action that we will be taking when we come out of closed session. With that, the chair will entertain a motion to go into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute 19.85, paren 1, paren G, conferring with legal counsel for the governmental body who is rendering oral or written advice Let the record show we're now back in open session. Moving on to discussion and possible action on closed session. The chair will entertain a motion on closed session.
Mayor,
Alderman Tauscher.
I would move that we approve the claim by NJC Painting Inc. in the amount of $9,235.14.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a first and a second on the claim as stated. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Pankwitz,
Yes.
Binder,
Yes.
Matsdorf,
Yes.
Herman,
Yes.
Bittner Hauke,
Yes.
Tauschek,
Yes.
Sandy,
Yes.
Gilson.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move the adjourn. Second motion.